I sat down with Marcus Urbina, a legal resident of Allentown, Pennsylvania, who immigrated illegally with his mother when he was 3 years old.
Well, my father was a teacher, and he had a full-time job over there, and it still wasn't enough to support just me and my mom. So he decided to come here and work for a couple of years. But after he saw that over here, it was a better life, over there. We got the drug cartel. We got so much violence over there. And it's hard to lift yourself up once you're born into a status. Like my dad, he was born in a shack, the one-room shack where the kitchen was on one side and then the bedrooms on the other side. He came with a worker's visa or tourist visa. And after about 2 years, he paid Coyote money to bring us over here, me and my mom. He's the one who crosses the people illegally to over here, the United States. So it was me and my mom. My sister came here illegally. At first, my mother came, and then they sent for me because it's expensive to get a Coyote. Now it's cheaper, but back then it was more expensive.
It's expensive.
Like around $700. Over there, $700, 7,000 pesos, and that can buy you like a month's supply of food. People over there can't make a living with the money that they get. Over there, the daily wage is about 30 pesos a day, which is $3 here, the equivalent of $3 here a day. So there's no way that they can make a good living with that kind of money.
How do you respond to someone who criticizes you just as a person for that? I mean, that's a tough question. I can't even imagine, but I'm sure you've gotten asked that before or found that criticism. What do you say to that?
I say to open their eyes. Most of the time I tell them to open their eyes because this country was grown from immigrants itself. The only ones that weren't immigrants were the Native Americans. So if they criticize us for coming over here, I mean, look in the mirror first, and then come to us. Just because we're the most recent wave of immigrants coming in doesn't mean you have to automatically discriminate us. The Italians went through the same. When they came, they were discriminated against. I know the Japanese did too. So did the Irish when they came. So I guess it's a cycle, but it's a pretty sad one because nobody here that's Caucasian was basically from here. They were from European countries.
So it feels like a racial issue.
Yeah.
To an extent.
Yeah. I mean, like, if you say immigrant today, a synonym for that would, like, not a synonym, a synonym. If you say immigrant today, people would automatically think Hispanic because we're the most recent wave. But, like, if you would say, I don't know, 50 years ago, they wouldn't think that because we weren't really heard of here. So now, whether they want to admit it or not, it has become a sort of racial issue because we're the most common immigrants today.
So I guess I want to ask a follow-up to that. The other question that would be raised to that is that some people might be led to say that's not, or like the fact that it becomes a racial issue is more of just the result of it being that Mexicans are a large proportion of the immigrant population. I can't talk about it. And there are those that would say that it's not so much that, but it's the illegality, it's the principle behind the issue of breaking the law as a means of living. And what kind of a response would you give to that issue? Someone says it's not race, right. It's something else.
We wouldn't risk our lives in the desert just to come here and work, if there was other opportunities. Like I said, we applied for 3 different kinds of visas and for the residency, and they were all rejected. So we were forced to come here illegally. If there was other options, I'd rather take them than crossing the desert for 3 days, risking getting bit by rattlesnakes and stuff like that, or dying because of no water, than than being in an airplane, like coming here and all luxurious and stuff, pretty much.
What's your goal for the future? What are you looking at?
I'm actually in college right now. This is my junior year, going into fourth year college. My major is psychiatry, and I hope to be somewhere where I'm not today. Like, I've always seen it, like, if I reach the same status that I am right now, I haven't exactly accomplished what I wanted, because I want something better for my kids than what I have even now. Although right now what I have isn't bad, but there's always a higher level of living, and I want that for my kids. I want to be able to become prosperous in this country and, like, give back some of the stuff that it has given me.